Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Press 1 if you can hear me good. Press 1 if you can hear me. Because if you don't press that 1, I'm going to assume you don't. Let me know. All right, cool, cool, cool. The bomb is off now. Boom. Good evening, good evening. So today, I have my special guest. I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce who you are. Go ahead and tell them what you are, what you're about, and all that kind of good stuff.
All right, can you hear me? Am I coming through?
I can hear you.
Okay. All right, so my name is Bree, and I am a yoga teacher, amongst other things, but I specialize in trauma-informed practices, and I have a little sister, so that is what sparked this topic between you and I. We already had an Instagram Live, and I'm looking forward to it.
Good stuff, good stuff. What's up, players? She gonna dance for y'all and everything. I'm telling you now.
Hey, I'm having fun.
Huh?
I said I'm about to have fun.
You down to have fun?
Yeah.
You said it first.
I mean, just on the live.
You said it first. So, what is a good girl? You guys can get active in the chat. Hold on, let me do a quick shout out to the people in the chat. I want to name off everybody. Let's see who in the joint. Can you hear that music or no? Is it loud? It's cool? Okay, cool. Shout out to Unique. Good to see you. Y'all make sure y'all click them links. Shout out to Joe Blast. Shout out to Love Breezy. You up live with me. Energy, right? You came from the chat room to the boom. Trav, what's up? Iceberg. You gonna have some good questions today. I got a good vibe. Can y'all tell I'm in a good mood? Prince of Fire Sign, if you can tell I'm in a good mood. Because I'm in a good mood, if y'all don't know. Straight at the straight G, John W. My brother Alpha Villains. If you better say it now. Principal Bay, she said she living proof of a good girl. I know it. Ted Matrix, what's going on, brother? Nelly Nell. Ricardo. Yeah. Yeah, man. So I see Nelly Nell already. He said good girl equals dream girl. Delusional mindset. You already know. What would you let me ask you this? Would you consider yourself to be a good girl?
Well, we're going to talk about what the definition of good girl is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hear about your definition of what a good girl is.
All right. I'm going to open it up to this, King. The definition of a good girl is dependent upon you, the man.
Yeah.
His definition, right?
Mm-hmm. You're right.
But we're going to talk about it deeper than that.
Yeah. We're gonna get into it. Mm-hmm. Let's see if we see somebody else. That's what they say. What up, Corey? What's going on? Trav says today's good girl is a grinder and a loyal, but she'll still have a past. Her past doesn't mean she'll rock with you the long way if she's been out there necessarily, but realistically, it ain't 1600. Yeah, that's facts, bro. I'm gonna say there is no good girls, period, bro. There ain't no good girls. Who want to disagree with me? Press no in the chat if you disagree with me. There ain't no such thing as a good girl. I'm gonna unpack it to you why too.
All right.
I just want to see where y'all heads is at.
I actually, you know what, King Alfie? I think there is still good girls. I just think that they turn bad.
That's some heavy game for you, baby.
We're gonna talk about it though.
Telling you now.
Because I know some. They're just really young.
When after a super chat, when I unpack it, I'm gonna change everybody's mind.
Okay.
With this fire game, it's gonna cost a little bit of something though, just a little bit, not too much, nothing crazy. It's mindset change shit though. I tell you that much. Have I ever failed y'all wrong when I tell you it's fire before I tell it to you? Nah, you ain't got to worry about that. JW says every girl has a dark impulsivity. Yep. So finding a good girl, man, you gotta realize what it is that you want out of a girl, out of a relationship, period. You know, I said this before that most men just date on attraction, right? They find what they like visually and then try to mold the rest. You know, the only reason why a lot of guys, like you see like successful guys, and then they're with, you know, women who were down for them, you can call them good girls or whatever, is because those women recognize their greatness first. And then they show appreciation by still being loyal to them. You see what I'm saying? Any celebrity with a woman shit knows, she knows that he can upgrade, but he want to show his appreciation back to her by her loyalty before, you know? So that's a good girl to him, you know? Sometimes good girls are just sexual good girls to cats because that's what they care about, right? They want a good girl in the bed, a submissive woman in the bed. Iceberg says, I read a book about sexual fantasies and it was disturbing. Breeze, are you into those sexual books?
No.
You never got into that? Mm-mm. I'm not talking about sexual books as far as how to have sex. I mean, like, you know, 50 Shades of Grey, like that kind of stuff. No.
No.
There are girls of more utility than others. Hold on real quick. Sorry about that. All right, so let me ask you the opposite. For you, is there a type of man that can make you become a good girl? or do you feel you just come as you are?
Well, that is the question, right? I mean, I wonder if women or girls are just victims of the culture,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Or does it have anything to do with how you're raised? I'm raised with brothers, I'm raised with a father. So I think that I grew up differently.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that I held it down and I was concerned about my reputation. And your thoughts don't count, it's your actions.
Right, right, right. I get it. And real quick, if you guys got some questions for Bree, make sure you put them in the chat too. Um, while she's here, you open to answering questions, right? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is the first one for you. What kind of man are you into? That's what they want to know. That's what Iceberg wants to know.
So historically, I mean, I've only had 2 boyfriends ever. And one I was with for a very long time throughout college. And he wasn't a player, he was like a nerd. So guess I'm into nerds.
So you're in the intellectual guys, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like good conversation for sure.
Hmm. I think a lot of guys sleep on that. A lot of guys are intelligent, and they kind of like put it behind them and hide it because they feel like it's not being alpha. You know, it's like
Hmm.
alpha is an energy. You know, but people think that alpha is an attitude. It's really an energy. It's really the way you feel about yourself and the way people feel about you when they in your energy. It's not about talking loud, and it's not about being buff and all of that shit. Like guys really think that, you know. Thank you for the
Well,
cash app. Could you put my cash app in the chat, please, bro? Go ahead, Breeze.
I've never heard of all of these alphas and betas and red pill and all of that stuff until recently.
Uh-huh.
So this is all new to me, but I've been consuming the content because I have a 16-year-old sister,
Mhm.
and I wanna know how you guys are thinking about this stuff because I mean this is all new to me. I don't think I was ever in that world where I was around like players and people who had like that suave and who could just roll up to you and talk to you a certain way. I didn't experience that. Maybe I was a very late bloomer. And I mean, I'm cheesy and quirky and all of these things, so I don't even think that those men are attracted to me in a way that, like you described all of your experiences, King. So,
Well, guess what? It's your lucky day. It's your lucky day. You want me to tell you why?
yeah.
Because you up here with a man, right?
Uh huh.
So now this is your opportunity to get all the questions answered that you ever wanted to know. And you can go return these answers to your 16-year-old sister.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because not only am I gonna keep it real with you, the chat gonna keep it real with you too. Because I'm gonna read what they say, and then you
Okay.
can come up with to your own conclusion. You down with that?
I'm
I'm
down.
gonna run through these questions real fast, and then after that, you can ask me whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. You can ask me. I don't care about shit. Like you can ask me whatever you want. I don't really
Okay.
have nothing. If I don't want to answer, I'm just gonna tell you. So you shoot for the stars. You feel me?
I
Shoot for
feel
the
you.
stars. Don't hold back. You ask me whatever you want. Let me get to these other ones up here though.
Okay.
Let me see. Thank you for the cash app. Yeah, if you guys are moderated, could you put my cash app in the chat, please? I appreciate if y'all somebody could do that for me. Iceberg says, Iceberg says regarding conversation, what piques your interest and what do guys say that bores you?
Mm. Oh, that's good, Iceberg. Okay, what piques my interest? Well, what men do really well is they mirror back to the woman what she wants to hear, right? So that's what you guys do well. But what really works for women like me is sharing. I like to listen. I like to listen to what the man has to say. I don't like to do all the talking. So that's when a man is talking and I get to listen to him, that's where it gets interesting. And What do guys say that bores me? I don't like when men just like talk about their what's the word? Like their trophies, you know, like they're just telling you who they are instead of just being themselves, you know? I also don't like when men talk about the future. I don't like when they say, you know, I see myself with this many kids or getting married, or I don't like to have those conversations.
Feminine conversations. I be telling y'all cats.
Yeah, I don't like feminine men at all. I mean, I didn't know that that was beta and alpha, but I do know feminine men.
I bet you do. Shout out to Rob Mash for the super chat. He says, question for the yoga girl. What type of yoga do you specialize in? Kundalini or just trauma release?
Well, so I have a podcast and it's sponsored by Lululemon. It's called Yoga Podcast, and I talk about everything. But I mean, I specialize in yoga for beginners. I specialize in teaching yoga to athletes. I teach to, you know, a bunch of different athletes, gymnasts, all of that sort of stuff. And then, of course, trauma-informed yoga. But I don't teach Kundalini at all.
No. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Shout out to my man Golden Child. Good to see you in the building, my brother. Always Mo2 for life, baby. JW has a question. What constitutes as a good guy in your opinion? Is it strictly subjective or is it strictly subjective but curious?
Ooh, what constitutes a good guy? Man, I think a good guy is a guy who's just honest. I mean, and I know women aren't able to handle honesty, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be yourself. If a woman gets triggered by you telling her what kind of man you are, what you like, what you don't like, that's better for you. I mean, I'd rather get triggered and it freaked me out to hear the honesty than to be lied to. So I'm not saying we can handle it. I'm saying you should do it, though. I think that's a good guy.
Trav says, what peaks? Is this a question? Let me see.
Yeah.
What piques a woman's interest? Talking to a nigga like Trav. What bores women? Talking to a nigga like
All right, Trav, you suffer from high self-esteem. I love
it. He may come up and join us. You want to join us later, Trav, and drop something? Let me know. Shout out to American Negro.
I'm a Sigma. Okay.
Just a brother, what's going on, bro? Johnny Roy, what up? I'm just going down, see if I'm missing some comments. Okay, cool.
I see a question here.
Well, what is it?
It says, it's by McCann Cornell. So if you are not into 40 Shades of Grey, what stimulates you sexually? That's a good question. I mean, I think it's 50 Shades of Grey, right? But does that 50 Shades of Grey even stimulate people sexually? That would be my question.
Well, okay, so he says, so if you're not into 40 Shades of Grey, what stimulates you sexually? Okay, so basically, you know, if you're not into, because that's a movie about sexual dominance, you know, so he's asking you, if you're not into sexual dominance, what kind of sex are you into? That's what he's trying to say.
Oh, okay. Have you heard of Tantric sex?
Yep, but it's better for you to tell them.
All right.
An opportunity to teach. Go ahead. Tell them about what it is.
This is under the yoga umbrella, but it's all about connection, breath work.
Hold on, we gotta do a presentation. That's how we gotta do it. So now let's start over.
Okay.
The presentation. So, this is a put a fire sign if y'all ready. Put a fire sign if y'all ready for this game. We about to have a webinar right now. Come on now.
You're too much.
She about to teach y'all something you can have with your lady, have with your baby mama, have with your neighbor, have with your coworker, have with your lady at the church, have with the lady who's they read about burritos, read with the dog sitters. She's teaching you something for real. You gotta listen now. Expert level deep. You put your Cash App in here, baby, because you about to teach them something. I know what it is you about to say. So let's go.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, So in yoga, we have what we call breath work, right? This prana, this life force energy. And you share this energy with someone else. So typically you're face to face and you're wrapped up like a pretzel and you just start to inhale and exhale at the same vibration, right? And you begin to feel each other's vibration, your energy, your connection, and you turn it into a place where you cannot go any further, and then you quit.
And then what?
And then you quit. And then you hold back until you build it, that intimacy, that vibration with another. And then eventually you guys can manifest dreams together, right? So let's say you practice this every day. You did 15 minutes of just being naked and breathing and connecting. And then on the 5th day, you decide to actually climax. You both can agree on something to climax to, raise your vibration, and manifest. Tantric sex.
Beautiful, but people around here, we visual learners, so give us a real-time example of how you would do this.
All I can tell you is you will have your feeling of one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly, and then you will inhale and exhale, and you will continue to raise that attraction and vibration with another. And that's all you're gonna get, because I'm a good girl. Boom, boom, boom.
That was something else. That was something. That was something. You can. Do you have to be live in action, or can you do it virtually? I'm just curious.
Are you asking for a friend?
Huh?
Are you asking for a friend?
Yeah, I'm asking for all my friends in the chat room. What you think?
Oh. I mean, you can do it virtually. Why not? But it's not the same. Don't you want to feel the sweat from the other person building up and nothing happening? You guys have to walk away from that, and you have to hold it. You can't go to the bathroom, go to the closet. You can't. You gotta hold it. Come on, King Afi. I know you have your book, Manifesting.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me do it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh shit. Come on.
And so this is a way to manifest. And then, okay, let's do an example. Afi, King Afi.
We gotta turn the music down. I got the pimping music on now. I gotta get to sexy music.
Yeah. Oh, good. I see some hands on bellies. Yeah. Okay, but I have a question for you, King.
What?
What do you want to manifest? Like just something tangible. Come on, King, tell us. I can't.
See, that's all about energy right there. You see what happened?
Come on, tell me something you want to manifest. Something you want to share with everybody.
What do I want to manifest?
Come on, something easy and tangible. Something you can climax to.
Something, hold on, what you say?
Something you can climax to.
Something easy. And what
easy and tangible, something you can climax to.
Something easy, something I can climax to.
Don't act like you don't have a list.
See. Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one. You want to be on the New York bestseller books, #1.
Yeah, you got that.
Okay, so me and you are having tantric sex. Okay.
All right.
Just for the audience.
Just for them. Just for you guys. This is all a demo. Don't get nothing twisted. It's just a demonstration, guys. This ain't.
Okay, so me and you are face to face right now. I need you to focus. Look at me. You focused? Okay. I want you to put one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Come on. Right on your sacral chakra. Now I want you to breathe. Breathe with me. Come on. Inhale. Let's go. Exhale, Affy. Inhale. Come on. Exhale. I want to feel it. I don't feel it. Inhale.
Because there's too much vibe in the energy. It's too much.
Exhale. Come on. Come on, chat. You guys want him to do it with me?
See, because you guys don't. Hold on. Because this the whole thing. Let me pause it. You know what
we're gonna manifest.
You know what the real part is the parts know the real parts you know is everything you think you know, you really don't know. Only a few know.
Okay, but that's okay. We're about to share.
That's the real funny part.
All right, let's share some wisdom and let's manifest Let's manifest your book. Come on, vámonos.
It's a whole thing. I'm just. Go ahead. What? Go. Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Look at me. I'm looking at you. You looking at me?
Looking at you.
Okay, together we're gonna inhale. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Now let it go. Inhale. Release.
I'm trying to say this for you.
All right. We're manifesting your number one seller.
There may be repercussions from this. I'm just trying to tell you. Hold on, let me see this real quick comment. He said, like sex magic. I used to know one of the hidden places you could touch with breath and mind. Never mind.
He's talking. He's talking. Who was that talking?
Just a brother. That's his name, Just a Brother.
Oh, okay, Just a Brother.
You see, Nelly knows.
What's Nelly saying?
He said he gonna, yeah, man. He said he gonna do it with a shawty, however you want to say it.
Someone said Iceberg said I'm manifesting Affy dropping that underworld book so I can stealing souls.
Bro, you don't even, if you pay attention to the right stuff, you haven't even read all the books. You haven't even listened to Conversations with the Mind yet. You got to listen to that before I drop the part 2. You got to get ready for that book. You just can't read that book. You got to read the other books first. This is school. I'm teaching y'all when y'all don't know y'all teaching because y'all are so busy being entertained. You got to open your brain like the Matrix and just really be like, where the lessons at? That's how you're supposed to listen to this shit.
Okay, King Affy.
Don't get up laughing.
King Affy.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We didn't manifest your bestseller, so.
All right, we're gonna manifest our bestseller then. I'm manifesting.
But essentially.
I'm trying to do it. Now you won't let me do it. Now you want me to do it, or you don't want me to do
it? We've missed the vibration.
I know how to get it back.
I'm sure you do, but I'm a good girl, so I'm not listening. Challenged.
Oh man.
Okay, we have some questions coming in, King.
All right, bruh. So what would you say?
We have some questions coming in.
Okay, what's the question?
Let me go back. Okay, hold on, guys. Top 3 turnoffs regarding both physical appearance and behavior from Iceberg.
Where is that? I don't see
it. That's you'll see it if you go back. Do you want me to go ahead and start talking though?
Keep talking about it. So
okay, top 3 turnoffs regarding both physical appearance and behavior.
Marco Polo. You say the words and I'm looking for it.
It says top. He has a Q right in front of it, so you can't miss it.
Let's do it.
Look for the Q.
I'm looking.
And it's from Iceberg. Okay, all right, Iceberg. Top 3 turnoffs regarding physical appearance. Number 1, not keeping yourself cleaned up, right? So edged up, cleaned up, whatever, good teeth, all of that stuff that matters, you know, just hygiene. And believe me, there's people with no hygiene. And then also, let's see, what are the other two? Top three turnoffs. Oh, physical appearance and behavior. Okay, so that just covers physical appearance. I don't care about a person's personal style. If their style is whatever it is, are people talking stuff?
No.
Okay, so whatever the personal style is, that's you. You'll attract whoever is attracted to that, but just keep it clean. Behavior turnoffs for me would probably be someone who...
Just ask it again and I'm gonna look for it. I just went through the whole chat. Just Iceberg and Unique. Just put y'all questions next. Go ahead.
Gosh, Iceberg. That's a good question. Turnoffs of behavior. I guess just being rude. Oh, I don't like men who gossip. Like, don't talk about your ex-girlfriend in a bad way, because then I know that she doesn't get to defend herself. Even if she was horrible, you should just, that's your business. Nobody needs to know that. What's your rebuttal to that? You know that's good.
So can we manifest our shit real quick?
Oh, you want that bestseller now, huh?
I want to do it. I want to do this.
Okay, let's do it. All right, let me get ready. Okay, get your hand on your belly button where your sacral chakra is. Okay, this is where your creativity lives. This is where your sexual energy is. This is where you should be healed. Okay? Fellas, if you have a woman...
I gotta set the tone. Hold on. I gotta set the tone.
Okay.
This is good stuff. We have to...
Well, you know, I haven't had alcohol since New Year's Eve, but I'm feeling like maybe I need some alcohol.
All right, hold on. Okay, he got his question.
All right. What do we got?
Unique. And then who else had one? Unique and can you get me? Oh, and Iceberg. So Iceberg shit gonna come next. What's your definition of healing?
Ooh, oh my gosh, Unique. Okay, my definition of healing is... This is an important question though, King, right? Because the reason why there are so many women that you guys do not think are behaving in a way that is a good girl is because they're not healed, right? So if we're talking about the chakras, for instance, and we're talking about that sacral chakra, most women who are not healed in that sacral chakra. This is your creativity. Some people create life and some people create art. Okay, so this is where we need our most healing at. And if someone's been abused, especially sexually, then it's going to show up in this place and they're not going to be able to give themselves to you. This is your identity. This is when you classify yourself as a man, a woman, whatever you really feel, whoever you really are, it lives in the sacral chakra. So if you are not healed in this space, all of the rest of the chakras are not going to be held. And for those of you who do not know what they are, King, can I give them a quick 30 seconds?
You can do what you need to do, baby. Is that what you need, 30 seconds?
Yes.
Or you need 1 minute? I'll give you 1 minute.
Okay, I'll take 1 minute.
You know what? I'll give you 2 minutes. I'm going to give you 2 minutes and I'm going to put it on you. So you better make sure it's fire.
Okay. All right. I'm going to teach you guys about chakras really fast. Okay. So you have a tree and you're like a tree and you're rooted beneath the earth's surface, and some roots go thousands of miles beneath the earth and some are superficially beneath the earth's surface. So if the wind blows, some can withstand that and some will be uprooted. Now, if you think of yourself like a tree, and then you consider the chakras. The chakras are just energy centers that follow our endocrine center. So it's nothing crazy, it's just a little spirituality. And the way that we look at it is we have the root chakra. This is where you feel safety, security, you feel grounded. And this is what most people should feel unless they suffer from PTSD. So if someone doesn't feel safe, secure, and grounded, then they have other issues that they need to work on in their lives. But most of us should feel that. We should have homes, food, shelter, you know, all of that. And then the second, and these start to build up like stairs. So I don't want you to think like you can jump around. You have to heal one chakra at a time and allow them to build upon each other. So then the next one is that sacral chakra that I just described. So you understand that is your identity, your creativity, your sexuality, your reproductive side of self. And then from there, we have the solar plexus, okay? This is your self-empowerment. This is your confidence. So if you meet someone and they are not aligned in this space, well, first of all, you need to make sure they're aligned everywhere else. If they're not aligned in their solar plexus, what they're going to do and how that's going to manifest itself is they're going to be putting the blame on others. King Afi says accountability is one of his favorite things about women that makes him want to be with a particular woman at any point in time. So if she or he doesn't have accountability, confidence, self-esteem, it's going to show up in the solar plexus. So this is really important. This is your I am fill in the blank. And then from there, we have the heart chakra. This is compassion. This is compassion for yourself, compassion for others. And that sounds feel good, but what it really is, it's the ability to be able to accept the past of others, mistakes that you've made, mistakes that people have done to you. This is forgiveness. This is not holding on to anger. This is wisdom. From there, we have the throat chakra. This is where you speak your truth. But if it's not aligned, you will meet people who only speak their truth, where they're like, I'm this type of person, and I only date this kind of guy, and I only date this kind of woman. A person who's really healed in this space, and then all of these other places subsequently, then what ends up happening is not only can they speak their truth, but they can listen to the truths of others without being triggered. So if someone in the chat says something that is not in alignment with my values or how I think, and I get triggered, that's an instant sign that I'm not healed in this space and I need to check myself. I need to figure out why. Why is a stranger able to trigger me so deeply, right? And then from there, we have what's known as the third eye chakra. And I know that for some people, that's a little bit triggering. So I like to call it the intuition. This is where your true intuitive self, your perception lives. So think about it this way. You have two eyes, they can see. But they can only see what's ever in your subconscious, unconscious side. This is where all of the thoughts and information that you've learned lives. So the third eye is supposed to see beyond your two-eye perception. So if you're not healed in all these other places, you probably don't listen to your wisdom. This is how you have trouble with dealing with red flags and trusting yourself, essentially. And then from there, King Afi, crown yourself, because that's where you get your crown chakra. And it's hard to live in this place. You never heal all of them and stay there forever. You come and go, you ebb and flow. But the crown is really about seeing that there's more to life. It's having hopes and dreams and faith and knowing that there's something bigger than all of us, manifestation, vibrations. So whenever I'm dating or whenever I'm even hanging out with friends or team workers or whatever I'm doing, I kind of listen to what they say. And if they're gossiping or if they have negative energy or they're talking shit about other people, I hope I could cuss, sorry. Then essentially I start to try to figure out which chakra is not healed. And then if it's one of the lower ones, I have to ask myself, do I want to be even involved with this person intimately? Because they're not going to be able to take their lives in the same serious manner as I am as someone who's trying to work on healing. So there's a lot of investigative reporting that you need to do with your own life and with others. So that was, I think that was over 2 minutes, so I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
Okay, welcome back.
You put me in a trance. That was your fault.
Okay, someone asked me if I'm married. Jada Kwan. No, I'm not married.
She not married. She's single and ready to mingle. So make sure you stay.
I'm single and not ready to mingle.
She only ready to mingle if you know how to do what she talked. So if you weren't paying attention, fuck
yeah.
her.
I'll manifest you if we're meant to be.
What'd you say?
I'll manifest you or him or whoever if we're meant to be at any point in time and space. Maybe not forever.
You asked me what I wanted to manifest. What you want to manifest?
I mean, what I would love to manifest. Honestly, King Afi, I'm truly. If I died tomorrow, I would be okay with that. I know that sounds morbid, but I'm really content. I feel beyond grateful. So I don't really know. I mean, I didn't even know you not too long ago, and here we are in your chat. So I'm happy. I'm just happy with life.
Manifested me too. I was a place in your little journey.
Yeah, I must have climaxed to some thought, and poof, you came.
You don't even know why I'm a place in your journey. I'm about to tell you.
Okay, tell me.
You think you know, you don't know.
Because I'm listening.
You said you were content, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
No, you think you're content. Where do you live?
I'm in Scottsdale.
Is that the place that you dream to be?
No.
No, I know it's not. I know the answer. What kind of car you drive? Is it the one? Is that your dream car?
I mean, it's my current dream car.
If I can give you anything you wanted in life right now, would that be your car you got? No.
I mean, I hate to sound like a yoga teacher, but I don't. It's.
You don't. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
You may be content with where you are in life. I'm content with where I'm in life, right? But if you don't have everything at a max, we still got work to do.
Oh, definitely.
And that's the point that I'm trying to make. So, like your bank account, yeah, you can have a lot of money. Could it be more? Yeah, whatever it is, because this is the point, Bree.
Okay.
The point is, wherever you're at, you're content, and you want to do more of what you love, right? So
Yes.
when you do more of what you love, you're going to achieve new goals, have new experiences. Your shit is going to shift. You don't know where your stuff is going to shift because you haven't done and tried these things. You are content with the shit that you've done already, right? The life that you live and the shit that you've accomplished. But you cannot be content with your future because it's still going, you know?
Okay.
Because if we were to take you back 5 years from today, look at all the shit you would have missed out on. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Think about these 2021? Think about, okay, so we content. Okay, let's run the shit back till 7 years. So now we at 2015, 2014, right? Take all of your life out and just end it there, right? Do you see what I mean by content now? Don't you?
Of course.
Yeah, so you got more shit to do. That's why you met me, because you got more shit to do.
I don't deny that.
So,
okay, so thank you for schooling me on that, because that's.
No, it's not even like school, and it's not even like that. Like, this is just real life shit that I just know from. I know I'm older than you, and I've been through a lot of shit, so I just like to share what I've learned. I can tell you about my experiences, right? But me sharing what I learned is two different things, and I want to share what I learned with you. So that's the difference.
Aww. Thank you. That's amazing. I really appreciate that message you just gave out. That was awesome. Thank you.
Oh, good. So what was your question for me? Was it just
I have a lot of questions for you if you want to get back to the topic.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go.
Okay. So one of the questions that I have is, do men owe it to women to teach them how to treat them? Or are you guys just sort of watching women like, chickens with their heads cut off? Or do you think you have responsibility?
I'm gonna need you to slow the question down so I can unpack it a little bit.
Okay. So do you think that men have a responsibility, rather it's individually or on the collective, to teach women how to treat them?
Okay. I wouldn't use the word responsibility. They should, though.
Okay, what word would you use?
It's essential that they do, right? But does everyone do essential shit? No.
But if you could control it, if you're raising a bunch of men, a bunch of possibly young men watching you, what do you think that men should teach women how to react and be more proactive? Or do you guys just want to watch us make a fool of ourselves out here in the world?
Right. And again, I'm saying um, it's essential. It should happen that way, but I'm realistic and it's not. Because every man is not into I'm this dominant man. Everyone doesn't want that position. You've seen people in relationships, that's not all the way it goes. But the thing is, some guys are content with that though. You may look at it like, damn, you let your girl talk to you like that. It may not bother him, because she does something else that he enjoys, So,
Mhm.
so for me, yeah, I feel like a man that a man should teach his woman how to treat him. Yeah, of course. But every man doesn't really know how he wants to be treated, though.
Now that is
Right.
a bomb you just
Right.
dropped.
Yeah, somebody better hit that cash up or a super chat. I'm taking
That
all the
was a
shit.
bomb.
What
Yeah.
what what red pill video you heard that information? None. Give me some fucking money.
Is this a red pill video? Shit.
Duh. So damn. What was the last thing you said? What was the last thing I was gonna say? Um,
I mean, you dropped a bar, so I don't know if there was something left that needed to
okay,
be
boom.
said
Here we
there.
go. Dre came out the clouds with the super chat. What's up, brother? We trying to
Weird.
teach women. Women aren't listening, and women aren't listening and push back. That's facts. Okay, boom. Let me go off to my topic real
Oh,
quick.
shout out to King Dre. I was on your guys' live last night, so.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, See, a man, it's hard for a man to teach a woman how he want to be treated. A lot of times, he hasn't had enough experience to even know what he wants. Because guess what? If we take sex out of it and submission out, let's take the word sex and submission out of what a man want. I bet you niggas don't know how to say it now.
Right.
Yeah, you don't know how to articulate yourself now, right? I took the key words. Yeah. How you want to be treated? Submissive. Yeah, you can't use those words. Now what you got to say? That's what I mean. They don't really know. You see, they don't really know. They just know what they hear and it sound good. You know what? If all these guys saying this, it must be fire. That's what they think. I can't. A brother can't teach what he don't know. How
Mm.
can a man say I want my woman to cook for him if he never been cooked with before?
Mm.
How could a man say I like foot rubs? Yeah, because that sounds submissive, right? But have you ever had it though? No. You know. So man got to go through shit to know what it is they want, and then on top of that, they got to find a woman that fit to teach it to, because you can't just teach it to anybody. That's another one. Everybody ain't gonna listen, and everybody not ready for it. You see, everybody not ready for it. Just because I got a lot of game don't mean I can teach it to you. You got to be ready for it. And that's the difference.
Well, let me hit you with something that I used to study martial arts, and my grandmaster always used to say, "Wise is a man who learns from others." So, do you think that we are a product of our culture because maybe the mother and the father should be showing the children what it looks like when mommy is getting back rub from dad, or giving him a foot massage, or cooking dinner? Because if a man has never seen a woman cook, then his mother, his sisters, his aunties, his cousins. I mean, I'm from a very large Afro Latina family, so I don't even know what that would look like to not be charged with making my dad's plate or whatever the case may be. And I'm super modern too, so I'm not like living in the Stone Age. I'm modern too, and I've tried to figure out a way to fuse that, right? Like, how do I make tortillas, but also act like a modern woman, right? And so do you think it's a product of the culture in a lot of ways?
Yeah, it's a part of culture, but at the end of the day, baby, we are in charge of our own realities. You know, me and you can be brother and sister, and we can go through the same shit, but live two different lives, right? Because what you do about it. There's people
Right.
who there's people who didn't have a father like me, and they use that for all their failures. You know what I'm saying? But me, I use it to motivate, encourage me. I still look at it like he looking down on me. I still gotta perform. Yep.
I love that. I do love that, because what it tells me is that you're teaching others to take the accountability. I mean, you're really a man of accountability, it seems to be the message. You hold everybody to that, women and men, from everything that I've heard you say. So that goes in line with that. You have a no excuse, high performance mentality. Am I right?
Wrong.
No? Okay, tell me. That was my perception. Come on, I want to learn.
Hold on, Trav. Let me see what he say real quick. Women don't really care what men want because they are used to being pursued and think that they usually have an out. The feminist women culture has to be humbled. What do you think about that?
The feminist culture? Let's talk about that. So here's the thing about, I think, the feminist culture. So we all know how that came about, right? Like World War II. So in the United States. But I've met women who are very masculine by nature. I mean, like really masculine. So I almost feel like we've always kept those women in their own subset. And now women like myself are being accused of wanting to be like an alpha woman or whatever, just because we're on our grind, right? And I don't like being added into that group of the women who are actually masculine, like they're giving you a real handshake upon meeting kind of thing. And so I think we have to figure out how to let those women be, because some of those women, that's who they are. But what you guys are talking about, and I'm assuming this, is that how do women like myself not get caught up in that culture? And I think that if you are truly the type of person who believes that both sexes have value, I think it would be very difficult to get caught up in that. But again, there's a lot of healing you have to do, because there's a lot of reasons why people act the way they do. You know, not to mention people who have to support their lives, and some women have never been supported by a man. And I don't mean financially, I mean just mind, body, spirit. You know, no father, no grandfather, no uncle, nobody to help them feel like it's okay to be a woman. And so we also have to be mindful that those women exist, and is it their fault that they have to grind like a man? I don't know. But I don't subscribe to the quote unquote feminist culture, but I do subscribe to the idea that where women can show up and do their best and be at their 100, that's where they should show up. I'm not saying equality across the board, because I mean, I'm not trying to work in an oil field, right? So I understand that.
Got a question from Rob Mash. He
That's a
says,
good question.
"You already read it. You gotta wait for me. You gotta wait for me."
No, I just saw it on the screen. Come on, read it to me, please. I want to hear you read it.
You gotta wait for me the next time. Okay?
Okay.
VC Gamers. Have you dated black men who spiritually into yoga like you and was masculine at the same time? Has he taken you to retreats by any chance?
Rob is acting like he knows somebody. I have not dated a black man who was spiritually into yoga, who was also masculine at the same time. And no, I have not been taken to a yoga retreat by any man. I have dated, and I use the word dated a little bit differently. I have I have, I guess, talked to, maybe is the best word, with men who are spiritually into yoga like me, Black men. And what ends up happening is there ends up being a beautiful transfer of energy where I become like a little sister to them. I don't think that I can hold the sexual attraction of that type of connection because we're just going so deep. But I've also never met a masculine yoga practitioner from what you guys in this community consider to be masculine, no. But I mean, they can change a tire or something. That's what women think is masculine, right? Can you kill bugs and change tires? So, but I know that's not what you guys are talking about.
We gonna manifest my book now or no?
Oh, you know you're not gonna climax, right?
I am gonna climax. If that type of shit happens, that's a climax for me. I don't gotta be inside a vagina to do that.
Well, you're not supposed to be inside of a vagina.
So
It's inside of my mind, the vagina of the brain. We could do this is a yoni mudra. This is the vagina. So you can just hold it right there in your sacral and make believe. Okay, Travis says you can do yoga and be masculine. Yes, you can, Travis. I just haven't met him I haven't talked to a guy like that. I've seen it.
wait,
I
what
do.
happened?
Travis, you pulled him up and you took him down, but Travis, I actually practice Ashtanga, which is like gymnastics of yoga with a bunch of fighters. So there's like UFC guys and everything there. They're very masculine. I've never dated any of them though.
I took yoga. It was good. I like yoga.
Yes, we just did the yoga. Yoga is not just the practice of moving the body. It's breath work. It's meditation. It's mindfulness.
Yeah, that's what I mean, I was introduced to yoga and meditation at the same time, and I just kept the meditation and don't do yoga.
Well, you know what? We practice the postures so that we can meditate. So technically you skipped a level because that's how you roll.
I guess I did. So skip some levels.
A+ for you.
Huh?
I said A+ for you.
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna get back into it though.
Okay. We could do some yoga.
Yeah, I need to stretch a little more. I need to stretch. It's not a habit of mine. I gotta get into it. But now I got a personal one. Now you can teach me all this shit.
I got you.
Drink a lot of water first.
Yes. Look at you. You could teach the class.
Absolutely. A lot of men aren't dynamic in one way or another. Straight G. I would do yoga to get some flexibility as an athlete.
Yes. You can do, if you're an athlete and you have, so I don't want to take over, but is it okay if I give some tips? Okay. So if you're an athlete and you just want a couple of tips to do at your house, you don't have to technically do like a full yoga class. Typically we are tight in areas, so our shoulders, our lumbar spine, lower back, hips, knees, that's pretty much somewhere in there is where you're gonna feel the issue. And all you need to do is stretch out at home. You can do a few easy things just to stretch out your hips. One of them being just take your hands overhead and see if you have rotation. You know, do you have external and internal rotation? You know, start to try to interlace your hands behind your back. You know, just little things matter. Bend your knees and bend over and try to touch your toes with bent knees, and then inch by inch start to lengthen your legs. You do not need to make it a big event. You just need to pay attention to your body. That's it.
Try to say that in slow motion.
The whole thing or the last part?
The last part.
You just have to pay attention to your body.
You supposed to
I'm trying to
rewind
not
a little bit
allow.
further than that.
Huh?
You supposed to rewind a little bit more further.
Well, I'm trying not to let my accent overtake this conversation because I'm really good at keeping it more
Accent.
American, but I can hear myself coming through.
No, if you shit, just rock the accent. That's cool. What you trying to hide it for? That's better. Let's get
I'm just trying to enunciate.
no, take off the mask. Let's close your eyes and let's hear how you really talk. I don't want to hear American version. I'm your grandmother right now. Hold on. Let me see the closest I can get to a relative. So when you go back home, back to China, you know what I'm saying? How you
Okay,
talk?
this is how my mother sounds. Okay, she's like, okay, Bree. So I just need you to come and tell me exactly what you want to do, and then let's get it popping. Okay. So my mom is very Boricua,
And then what you say back to your mama?
and then I say, okay, mom.
No, let me get an elaborate statement
I
from
say,
your mother.
obrigado, mother. I love you.
Just speak the language.
Well, so I speak like in my family we speak this weird mix of Spanglish and Portuguese. So it's like this weird. It's not like it's a bunch of slang. It's nothing really fancy. We'll speak some stuff in
Okay,
English and then
well,
we'll veer off into something else. And like my dogs, my little dogs, they all their commands are in Spanish, and it's
thi-
just
how about this? Say,
okay.
African Kingdom, I really enjoyed my time today, and you guys in the chat are very respectful in your
Ah,
language.
okay. Let me do it my way. Let's see. Bellissimo, Alfie Kingdom, Obrigado, Muri Perfecto, Ores te cantas, pero como ese ter se contor, pero así. So a lot of that was slang Portuguese, so with a little bit of, I guess, Spanish mixed in.
Sounded a lot better than Ebonics. I can deal with it.
Well, it's definitely not Rosetta Stone. I saw somebody's comment. No one's passing you in their second language code.
If you fly, you can make up your own language. That's a secret, though.
Oh, yeah.
I got my own language too.
Okay, what's yours?
Finesse game. You Brazilian, and what was the whole thing?
One part of my family is Brazilian, and the other part of my family is Puerto Rican and Black. We're all African. I'm a very proud Black woman, first and foremost. I got the fro, trust me.
RPC, you been here this whole time, bro? What's going on, brother?
Um, Rob, yes, I've done retreats. I've just never had a man take me to a retreat. I teach retreats all the time.
Yeah, RPC, you gotta put on those shades, bro. It's funny seeing your name like that. It's funny.
Yes, more slaves went to Brazil than the United States of America through the transatlantic trade. That is true.
Mm.
Same with the Caribbean. Actually, less slaves are in, or less Black people from African descent are in the United States in comparison to every other country. But the English are the ones that handled the slaves in the US, and the Spanish handled the slaves, or the Portuguese, or the Italians, and they were less brutal than the Englishmen.
Mm-hmm.
That was a comment, and I know I'm supposed to wait for you, but I can't help it. When I see,
You ain't waiting for me.
come on, King, people got, let's see here.
Press one if these lights make them waves shine. You see it?
I saw those waves actually right away.
Yeah. Because I be
My
trying to hide them because I don't want to show them off.
no.
Because cats be saying I'm bald, so I just want to be bald. They say I'm a hatfish. Tell me.
No, they don't know if they're.
I'm a hatfish according to to YouTube. I'm a hatfish, so
I've never even heard of
it's my
that.
lucky day. Yeah, RPC brother.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Go
are we
ahead.
still talking? You want me to hit you with some questions?
Yeah, ask me what a question that you really want to know. Something that really spikes you.
Okay, something that I had never heard of until starting to listen to content, okay, is this hypergamy that women have, right? And then the men have the opposite, right? So men want young, attractive women, women want money, is how I'm understanding it. What is
Hmm.
your take on this concept?
What is my take on hypergamy?
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, well, boom. Hypergamy is for men too. It's not just men and women, but um, it's usually geared towards women because men and women date differently. Men want a companion. Women want stability. You see how it's different? Women want look. Women want stability, so always trying to search for the higher value man is important, right? But see, man, they just want the companion. Once a man find what he want, he good with it. You know, I mean, let's just think about it. Like, just seriously, like, men and women, we get into fights, right? I can get into an argument. It's usually not the man that want to break up, though. You feel me? It's usually the woman that's willing to walk away first, because the man is built logically to know that it's gonna be some bullshit if I commit and deal with a woman, so I'm prepared for it. So even though there's bullshit, he not quick to end it fast because that's the way men love. You know, once I find my companion, I know I know how hard that is to do because there's a lot of women out here with a lot of qualities and like a lot of different things and things that are attracted to a lot of male. And I've had different types of women and they didn't make me happy. You know, some of them I thought they would make me happy because they look like this. Some of them I thought they made me happy because they treated me like this. It didn't work. So when that person manifests this to me, a man will appreciate it because he knew what he had to go through to get that. You feel me? See,
Mm-hmm.
a woman is different for her because a woman she can get the stability from a lot of different options. There's women that are in relationships. They may not love the man, but they love what it is they have. You know what I mean? But it's not like she doesn't. Yeah, yeah, she can find a better option, but they're cool. But it's different for men and women. You know, women are, unless we're talking about like,
After you're gone.
I guess it was just too much game right there. I wasn't supposed to go that deep.
Too
Sorry,
much fire.
I wasn't
Oh
supposed
no,
to.
I'm hearing
You
you
gotta say
though.
that for later because that happened for a reason. I wasn't supposed to
Okay.
tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you later. I'm not supposed to tell you now. That just happened. It's just like the Undertaker. The shit came off and then it just came back on. It happened for a reason. You gotta understand that.
Hey, you're talking to
I'm
a
not
person who
supposed to tell you
believes.
right now. I'm supposed to tell you another time, not right now. That's why that
Okay.
happened.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the yeah. Give me one more question because I unpacked that enough. I can talk about that some more later. Give me another one. I want to know another angle.
Okay, let me ask you this. Does class make a woman more submissive?
Hey, one more time.
Does class, like economic class or social class, make a woman more submissive depending on obviously her class?
You asking me, does a woman's social class? I'm trying to understand it real quick. Say it again. Does a woman's social class what?
Does a woman's social class make her more, can a certain social class make a woman more submissive, in your opinion?
Nah, no, it's personality based. It's women in
Okay.
the hood that do everything for their man, and it's women in the hood that don't give shit about their man. It's rich women who do shit for their dudes, and it's rich women who don't do shit for their dudes. There's yoga teachers who want to be submissive to their man, and then there's yoga teachers that don't do what they want to do, whatever the fuck they want to do.
Okay, perfect. So you led me into this next space, which is, if it's a personality trait, then what do you think makes the personality trait go one way or the other? Because really, that's the question that all the men have. What is it in her personality that will make him not feel like another shoe's gonna drop, or she's gonna, because is a woman feminine no matter what, or is she only feminine based on hypergamy? Or is it who she is? Is it truly her personality?
Bree, I'm gonna end it on this now. We'll do a part two. Let me tell
Okay.
you,
Okay.
you you can get any man that you want. You may not think that you can.
Who,
Not to
me?
say, yeah, but I'm not to
Oh.
say that you're aspiring for a man, but what I'm saying is any man that you meet that is for you, you can keep him. That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
So, because a lot of times I can meet the right woman at the wrong time, or I can meet the right woman and not know how to get up outside of myself and how to treat her and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, if you now you guys got to have some chemistry and stuff too. You can't, it just can't be some guy that don't give a fuck about you, because then y'all not, it's gonna do this. It's not gonna, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had ability to get a man to trust you, uh, perform for him sexually, whatever that is for him, because it could be
Mm-hmm.
different. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he likes sucking your that whatever his shit is, that satisfied, the trust, satisfy the sexual shit, and be his best friend. You can have any man you want, because women don't supply that. Not all three, not all at once. It could be manufactured though. But a lot of times women will have two of those things and they'll have five other things and they think that makes up for the thing. Make sense? You know, you may lack in one of those things, but you feel like since you a high value woman, you got a good job. That sacrifice, they don't work like that. It's key things. You want to get a man and keep a man, you gotta make him feel a certain way. And once you figure out what that way is, you got you a man for life. Because the issue is women get so wrapped up in what they want, all they gotta do is love the man right, and they'll get it back. But they don't. But they want to. It's like they want to stand off. I got my rights too, which is fine. You can have your rights, but be smart enough to know how to receive them. And you don't always receive them by putting it down on paper and telling people what they are. You feel me? So let's leave it at that. Last words for you, baby.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Oh, that's me. I thought that was you.
Nope.
How can they reach you?
I'm on Instagram at LoveBreezyBree, and if you want to learn more about yoga, you'll find all of my links there. So.
Okay. Pleasure having you. Y'all make sure y'all drop a comment. Tell me what y'all learned and what y'all think about the topic. Um, Make sure you drop a like. I highly suggest that if you came in later, this video's hour. It's definitely worth catching the playback because we did some things that is worth checking out. You know. Um, Other than that, follow me on Instagram. Book a consultation. Email me mrkingfee101@gmail.com. Check me out on Amazon. Peace, y'all. I see y'all in 45 minutes. I got another show with Modern Life Dating, so y'all definitely want to tune into that. We going back to back. And then at 6 o'clock, I'm going live with Shaylee on Instagram. So make sure y'all follow me on Instagram too at King Genius. It's gonna be a fire chop up. Promise you that. Now we out.